You're watching Carolina and Company Live, your source for fun, entertainment, and events. With your hosts, Cecil Chandler and Amanda Sellers. If it's happening in the area, it's on Carolina and Company Live.
Hello, everybody. It is Friday, and the weekend is here, everybody. And I'll tell you what, there's so much going on. You got to watch the show today to find out everything that's going on. We've got a lot happening.
We sure do. All kinds of stuff happening in the community, and where you're going to find it right here. So sit tight, relax,
take
a break.
Fun.
Well, have fun, because you really never
We're going to have fun.
And
let me tell you now, if you've missed one of our shows, tell them how they can see it. Go back and watch it.
Yeah, absolutely. So even if, say, you've got to run out of the house today, you can go back to WPDE.com, click on Spotlight, roll over to Carolina and Company Live, and you can check out what you missed today. All right, our lineup for today. There it is, our Hollywood Minute, rolling into our video of the day. And then
celebrity birthdays. Everybody wants to know who's having a birthday, and we'll tell you about it. Today's guest, we're going to talk about some cannons that were pulled from the PD River, and now they're in their permanent place. You're not going to believe where they are. Plus, gifts for Dad, Father's Day and grads.
That's right.
We're going to tell you about those too.
Tell you about those. Also, South Carolina Women's Network is here talking about their monthly meetings, as well as South Carolina Women's Magazine. Talking also with Backpack Buddies. They've got a big fundraiser coming up. They need your help and volunteers to help support their awesome mission and feeding the children of our local community. All of that and more right after our Hollywood Minute.
When I was a kid, I bumped into these things. I don't know about magic. I always called it The Shining.
Yes, Stephen King wrote a sequel to The Shining, and it's headed to the big screen. Ewan McGregor stars in Dr. Sleep. The first teaser trailer just hit the web. The film begins frightening moviegoers November 8th.
Before we're done, we still have one promise to keep.
One Avengers Endgame fan has made a promise: the Guinness World Record for the most times watching the same film in theaters. At last check, Augustin Alanis had seen Endgame 114 times.
Whatever it takes.
He's aiming for 200. Guinness currently lists Anthony Mitchell's mark of watching Avengers Infinity War in theaters 103 times. Alanis has reached out to Guinness and is waiting to hear back. In Hollywood, I'm David Daniel.
All right, let's find out something. Now, this is some video we want to show you because this is something that's amazing. Every time I turn around, we learn something. The oceans on one of Jupiter's moons might not be so different from the ocean on Earth. NASA released findings Wednesday that shows the ocean contains sodium chloride, more commonly known as table salt.
Interesting. NASA was able to identify the substance by doing a flyby of the moon with Galileo, one of their spacecrafts. They used an infrared spectrometer to identify the moon's surface and allow salt water covered by a thin layer of ice. The yellow portions of the moon have been identified as areas with abundant salt. That's interesting.
How about that?
They just want to be like us and live at the beach.
I know
They just want to be like us, live at the beach, right?
They got so many things. You find out so much nowadays.
Very
All right,
cool.
let's talk about something. Yeah, it's going to be a beautiful Saturday. We're going to find out the weather in a few minutes for our cruise in.
That's
and
right.
Tomorrow, guess where we're going? We're heading to Brody's Diner on Highway 54 near Conway. It's a 50 Styles diner, and the show starts at 11 and it'll run until 2 p.m. There'll be lots of rock and roll, cool cars, and this show is free and open to all makes and model trucks and cars. Spectators are invited to come by and check it out. We'll be handing out 7 trophies and raising money for our charities. So be there. Brody's Diner right there on 544 coming down. It's a great little place, a neat place to eat, and it's going to be a lot of fun.
What is it, the fried bologna sandwich?
Fried bologna.
Oh, we
love
went and
that.
had
We've
that one day.
Yeah.
So good. Let's talk about Saturday, June 15th at the Darlington Raceway will give race fans a unique opportunity to drive their personal vehicles on the high banks of the Lady in Black and in turn support our service members and veterans. A $30 donation per car. They will receive something for their donation. The event is from 1 to 4.
And
how about that?
1968 they did that.
Did they?
And I had a, let's see, I had a 57 Ford. I wore the tires out. I didn't know that. After you ride for so long, it'll wear the tires out.
Real, well, because you're going so
My
fast.
granddaddy was real upset about that.
I was about to say, probably not too happy. Let's talk about today. Today is Friday, June the 14th, and it is Pig Collars Day.
All
Hey,
right.
where's the pig? Don't you wear a little pig necklace?
Yes, I do.
Yeah.
And it's also Flag Day.
It is Flag Day.
Salute
I saw
the
them
flag
all up.
today.
And
You
Flag
got that
Week
right.
as well.
That's right. Here we go. 1946, Donald Trump. The man is 73 years old today, the 45th president of the U.S. Also a prominent real estate developer, and he tweets a lot, if you didn't know that by now.
1961, Boy George, he is 58 years old, cross-dressing lead singer for the 80s British band Culture Club songs Do You Really Wanna Hurt Me?
And he was discovered.
That's right, he was discovered in a British nightclub.
How about that? All right, 1968, Reagan Burns, 51, appeared in numerous commercials, Arby's, Capital One, and Enterprise Rent-A-Car, and he portrayed Alan Shepard in Halfway Home.
All
right, let's look at today in history. It was 1952. The Nautilus was dedicated.
That's right.
And it was the first nuclear-powered submarine. That was 1952.
All right, 1965, Paul McCartney recorded and released the song Yesterday.
That's a good one. All right, from the Know It All Department, here we go. Ready?
Yep.
All right, a lot of people have different ways of picking names for their kids. You know, they talk to all their kinfolks, they do this and that. But however, 60% of South Korean families use professionals to find a name for their babies. In other words, they hire somebody to help them pick out a name for their babies.
I wonder if it has to do with, you know, maybe what the name means or status or
I don't
something
know.
like that.
That's what they do in South Korea. 60% of them hire somebody to pick out a name.
No one hired for
nobody,
Cecil, did they?
For Jeff, my son, I was watching the movie Shane, and that was his middle name, Jeffrey Shane from the old Western.
Cowboy movie.
Yeah, that's how you pick them out. That's it from the Know It All Department today.
That's right. We've got a great show lined up. We'll be right back.
All right, well, temperatures are currently in the 70s across the area, 73 to 76 right now across the PD, 74 up there in Lumberton, 76 over in Scotland County, back out through Laurinburg, and then 75 to 76 there along portions of the Grand Strand. That cold front now off the coastline. We are under the regime of high pressure, and with high pressure comes a lot of orange on our water vapor satellite. That means a lot of dry air. That dry air firmly in place not only today, not only Saturday, but through the weekend into Sunday before sea breeze showers and storms return. You can blame this ridge of high pressure today in northerly wind, keeping our temperatures down to around 80 to 82 degrees. This high will move overhead as we head into our Saturday. That's going to bring us calm winds, but by Sunday, the high moves offshore, once again opening up that Atlantic and Gulf of Mexico moisture, increasing our dew points and getting us ready for those sea breeze showers and storms expected Monday into next week. Take a look at our forecast now. We've got those sunny skies earlier this morning, right? 77 right now along the Grand Strand, but we're entering the 80-degree territory with temperatures here and sunny skies along the Grand Strand. Meanwhile, inland, well, really much the same forecast. Again, you see 78 degrees moving up into the 80s, 81 to, even 82 here by the 4 o'clock hour for inland locations. 10-day forecast showing nice sunny skies today, tomorrow, and Sunday. A few sea breeze showers there on our Monday. We're up into the upper 80s by week's end next week at the coastline. Low to mid 90s by the end of next week inland.
This segment is sponsored and paid for by Lenovo and Western Digital. Today we're going to talk about the best tech gifts for dads and grads. Andrea Smith has a list of must-have gadgets. Hey, Andrea.
Hey, good morning.
All right, we need to talk about this now. What gifts is both practical and cool?
Well, you know, it's really hard to find the right gift for dads and grads, right? And you really don't need to have the necktie and the fancy pens. Practical, cool, and techie is the way to go. How about a modern day alarm clock? The Lenovo Smart Clock with the Google Assistant. I love this. It's got a 4-inch touchscreen display, a fabric cover. It's so cute. It fits right on your nightstand. And this gives you everything you want in the morning. It gives you the weather. It gives you your calendar, your commute time. And since Google Assistant controls your smart home devices, you can just turn on your coffee pot right from bed. The cool part is you can set up routines right in the smartphone app. So I could say good night, and the smart speaker will start playing some relaxing music, turn off my lights, lock the door, anything you set. And of course, not looking at screens right before bed always gives you a better night's sleep. Now, a lot of people, especially grads, like to sleep with their phone right next to their bed anyway. This has a built-in USB port, so you can charge your phone overnight right while you're sleeping.
I like that. All right, what can we get for someone who travels after graduation?
Yeah, a lot of people like to travel after graduation, and you know, they're all about taking pictures, great video, and you want to keep that safe. So anyone who's doing travel or exploring will really appreciate this durable hard drive from Western Digital's G Technology brand, the Armor ATD portable hard drive. This is built for adventure. It's rugged, it's reliable, it's got triple layer shock protection. This will withstand dust, sand, rain, up to 1,000 pounds of pressure, and it comes in capacities up to 4 terabytes. That is a ton of storage. Probably enough for an entire college career. Great for dads, great for photographers, anyone who wants a lot of storage in a small form factor.
Those are some neat gadgets. All right, where can we go for more information about them?
You could head over to the brand's websites, Lenovo or G Technology, and get more information on all their products.
Andrea, thank you so much for being here. I hope this will give some people some guidance as to what they can buy for a grad or for dads. Thanks a lot. All right, we got more coming up. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
All right, 1865, the Confederate warship, the CSS-PD, it went down in the Great PD River. Talking about 3 cannons that were pulled out of that in 2015. Ted Gregg is with us right now to tell us where they're going to be put on display.
That's right. They were put on display earlier this week. Guns of the PD. You can get this book. We'll talk about this in a few minutes. But first, we want to talk about those cannons after restored, and where are they now?
Yeah,
right now, they're in visible display, beautiful, at the Veterans Center in Florence, your hometown.
That's it.
And to get there, all you got to do is go to Cemetery Road, and there they sit.
Wow.
That's it. I mean, this took a lot of work to get all these out and put together. Discovered, oh gosh, I forgot how many years ago when they finally got it out.
Gosh, we started looking for these guns, I did, in 1972 as a young man coming from service.
Goodness.
And then we formed a group in 1991 after we first found some information on the PD Naval Yard, and it's history from there.
Right there in the PD River.
Yeah.
And when the water was real low, you could actually see part of the boat. When it was real low.
Many, many years ago.
That's what I was talking, many years ago. You could actually see it. But now they've been cleaned up. It took how many years to get all of them back, restoration?
Well, we pulled them out. They started pulling them out in 2013.
2013.
Excuse me, I forget about that.
Yeah.
And it took us several years, and they pulled them in 2015, finished them in conservation at Warren Lace area in Charleston, and we put them on display Tuesday.
Wow.
Just earlier this week. Beautiful.
Pretty cool. I mean, but pretty cool for you from the beginning to start and see the progress, and now look at them. There they are.
All right,
let's
tell us real quick.
Right.
Tell us where you can find the book. Tells you all about everything in the search for.
Well, the book tells you everything, just like you say, and it can be acquired at Barnes & Nobles or Abe's or Amazon or even by calling us. That's it.
Or if you're lucky, he gave us some. So
Guns of the PD. Thank you, Ted, as always, my friend.
Thanks for being with us. We appreciate it. Very, very cool. Definitely go check them out over there in Florence. We'll be back.
All right, the South Carolina Women Network is having a meeting Thursday, June 27th now. Their mission is to exchange ideas and referrals and support a sisterhood of fabulous women. And we've got Terry and Pat, 2 fabulous women.
That's why I like it. You kind of said it all. So let's talk.
I love it.
Let's talk first. South Carolina Women's Network. What do you guys do? Who is invited to come, and how does it work?
Well, any woman who wants to promote themselves or their business is invited to come to the luncheon. And like we said, we hold it the 4th Thursday of every month at Theo's Pancake House in North Myrtle Beach. And Pat and her husband are the proprietors of Theo's Pancake House.
Yum.
So they have a separate room for us in which we are able to do our networking. I call it shameless networking for the professional woman.
Yeah.
So what we try to do is everyone has an opportunity to introduce themselves, their business, and really we like you to put out there at that meeting how we can help you. What is it that you're looking for, whether it be professionally or personally, that this group of professional women, fabulous women, can help you with today.
All right.
Yeah.
So as being a member of the group, talk a little bit to that. How long have you been a member of the group? And
it's amazing. I've met some wonderful women. I've networked. I've got business. I'm also in direct sales, so that's helped me there. And they have promoted Theo's Pancake House so much.
Sure.
They did an article for us in the magazine. It's just amazing, the womanhood.
And women coming along instead of fighting against each other. Why does that have to happen? We need to support one another.
We empower one another.
Exactly, and that's what it's about.
That's really what this is about.
Very good. Talk about the magazine a little bit.
So we've been publishing the South Carolina Women's Magazine we actually celebrated our 17-year anniversary this past April.
Cool. Yeah.
And again, this is a magazine to empower, enlighten, and educate women in the area. So it reaches about 50,000 women, local women throughout Horry and Georgetown County, and it's a monthly publication also.
Wow. All right, now Pat, when's the next meeting?
The June 27th.
It's going to be where? Tell them the name.
Theo's Pancake House.
At noon.
It's at noon, just south of Tanger at 22. We're the new blue building in Restaurant Row.
All right, that's
I love
good.
it. Fantastic.
Right.
You said it starts at noon?
Noon.
Yep.
Fabulous ladies. I like that.
Thanks.
Working together, trying to promote each other.
Yes.
Always.
Thanks
a lot,
for being
ladies.
with us. We
All
appreciate
right, we got
it.
more coming up. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
All right, talking about Backpack Buddies, a portion of Help for Kids. They're having a big fundraiser donation event tomorrow, and they need your help. If you're in the North Myrtle Beach area, they need some volunteers to come out and help.
That's right. Backpack Buddies does so much for the kids in the area.
That's right.
Even when school's out, they help feed them. All right, now, Margaret, what is this? What's coming up? It's going to be at Walmart, right?
It's going to be at the Gator Hole Walmart in North Myrtle Beach. It's 550 North 17 in North Myrtle Beach.
Right.
We'll be there from 9:30 to 4 in the afternoon. 9:30 in the morning, 4 in the afternoon.
Okay.
But we're really short on volunteers. We need 4 volunteers, excuse me, from 12 to 2 and 4 volunteers from 2 to 4.
Now, what are they going to be doing? What are the volunteers going to be doing?
They'll be handing out food slips. They could be standing at a table inside just showing the customers what food to pick up. Maybe they'll be putting some food in the van, helping us with our count. But without our volunteers, we can't have our food drives. And without the food drives, it's very difficult to feed all the kids.
I helped you in Surfside one time,
did?
and
That's
the
right.
van were unbelievable. The number of things that people walk in and come back out and they buy. That's what's so good about it.
You give them a slip. The items are not overly expensive or anything like that. You get the slip, you go in as you're grabbing stuff for your family, you put stuff in your cart for them and donate it when you walk back out the door.
Yeah, I mean, we have 3 food drives every month at the 3 Walmarts: Surfside, Garden City, North Myrtle Beach. North Myrtle Beach, for some reason, we have a hard time getting volunteers. So that's the area we need to groom. We need to get some really strong volunteers coming out each month, every other month, and just helping us out.
All right, now, how can they get in touch with you right now? What, your website? Go to your website?
We have a website, yes, help4kidssc.org. Help, the number 4 kids.
It's right there on the screen.
There it is on the screen right now.
Go there, and you can just, or you can go on the website, get the phone number, or just email in there and just let us know you want to volunteer.
Right.
Or actually, you can even just show up
I was
tomorrow.
about to say, show up and say, hey, I want to help.
I want to help out today.
And you'll definitely take that. Talk about the summer. And I know during the year you pack backpacks every week.
Hunger does not take the summer off. These kids, during the school year, they get breakfast and lunch in the school. So on the weekends, we feed them. We're putting food in their backpack. Now, what happens to these children in the summer? So what we're doing, and as a matter of fact, I stopped by the office this morning, and there was a whole van of food going out to Loris. Barb makes sure the van is filled with food 2 to 3 times a week, and we take it out to the kids where they live or to the playgrounds they're playing at, mainly to their sites where they live, but sometimes even to the playgrounds.
And they know you're coming. They show
do
up.
know we're coming. We beep the horn. They come running out of their house. They're so excited. Sometimes we have toys in the van for them as well. They prefer the food first because they're hungry. So what we need is anybody who wants to drop off Gatorade, Kool-Aid, any kind of a drink they can mix, any powdered drink they can mix with water, hot dogs that they can throw on a barbecue or something in the summer, that these kids can have something to eat. Also, we have groups of volunteers that make sandwiches. If you've got a card group or you've got a golf group or a tennis group, let them make 20 to 30 bologna and cheese sandwiches, white bread, bologna, cheese, no condiments, and we'll get them.
I appreciate you being here, and we love what y'all do, Help for Kids.
Yeah.
Without y'all, a lot of people wouldn't have anything to eat this summer.
You're right, and thank you for always supporting us and having us on here. We appreciate it.
You got it. All right, stick around. We'll be back.
It's funny, it's crazy, and you never know what Cecil or Amanda are going to say or do.
Chewing gum burns about 11 calories
It's
per hour.
Carolina and Company live weekdays on ABC 15. A fun show that makes you laugh and makes you feel good about where you live. If you just moved to the area, Carolina and Company Live is the show you need to watch. You'll find out about everything going on along the Grand Strand, PD, and Border Belt. Check it out weekdays at noon on WPDE ABC 15.
We hope you enjoyed today's show. Did you notice I got a little taller?
Yeah, you did. Standing on that box. She's standing on a box. That's why a lot of people can't see everything in television, but she's standing on a box.
If not, look. Oh, man.
Have a great weekend, everybody. We hope to see you back Monday. Have a safe weekend. And don't forget, tell one person about this show. And we'll continue to send out our message about things happening in the area.
That's right. Hey, car show again? Brody's,
Yep,
right?
Saturday, we're at Brody's Diner right on the end of 544. Great place to go.
I think I like this height thing.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, I'm only 5'3".
Let's wrap it up.
I like it.
See you Monday, everybody.
Have a great weekend. See y'all later.